Hello, Snow Westers. I'm Christopher here, forum admin from snowwest.com, and today is Thursday, September 19th. And the topic of today is unrelenting enthusiasm. I think if any of you guys have watched this channel since I started putting these little videos out last December, you'll know the one thing about me is that I'm rather passionate about snowmobiling. I genuinely love the sport, and I don't have any other hobbies to speak of. I spend my spring looking forward to winter, and my summer looking forward to winter, and fall getting ready for winter. Everything's kind of focused on those beautiful white flakes. So I wanted to relate a couple of fun things. On Saturday, I drove up to Jackson, Wyoming. I was taking my nephew over there to spend the day and look around. And on the way there, I caught sight of caught sight of Mount Jefferson, and it was completely white. From about 8,000 to 10,000 feet, the whole mountain was just covered in snow. And not dust, but there was enough snow that it was actually white, and it was drop dead gorgeous. And I thought, I should probably blow off going to Jackson. I should drive up to Island Park and get up there in the snow and make a couple of teasers just to annoy the bat snot out of all you guys. But I went to Jackson, and the next day I got up to drive to Island Park, and every single stinking snowflake was gone, man. Just shook my head. It's like, missed opportunity. Which is one of the really key traits about riding out here. When it snows, you need to go. You need to not hesitate. You need to jump on it. You need to have a couple of personal days off saved. And when you wake up in the morning and you see the overnight snow reports on SnowTel, man, you got to load that sled and get up to the mountain as quick as you can and take advantage of it. As I mentioned in the last video, all of the long-range snow forecasts that I'm seeing right now are looking really good. Not calling for an average year, but an actual above average year. Plus 10, maybe plus 20%, which should be significant for us. That gives me a little taste of that unrelenting enthusiasm. I am absolutely looking forward to the season right now, and I have every reason to think we're going to have a really good year. And in the last couple of days, we've seen the temperature here in southeast Idaho change dramatically. It's really made a big change. We've had our first cold days, our first real rainy days. Last week we were having days that were in the 50s. I think we had one day where the high was 49. It was rainy and cold, and what most people would consider miserable, and I thought it was absolutely spectacular. Just a fabulous day. I looked outside and thought, this is what I've been waiting for, baby. You can open the windows up now, turn the AC off. Got a long sleeve shirt on today, wearing pants for a change, sleeping with a blanket on at night. Oh, it's wonderful. I am so done with the summertime, with the heat, with the bugs, the mosquitoes, mowing the grass twice a week. I am just so looking forward to blowing out the irrigation system and getting ready for the first freezes to come. I took my sleds off the trailer this week, and one of the most satisfying things you can do the whole year. My sleds are outdoor sleds, so they live on my trailer in my driveway. One of the most satisfying things I think you can do as a sledder, as you're looking forward to the coming season, is that first start of the year. So those sleds have been sitting probably for a good 5 months untouched. And I took the covers off and I popped the little key into that skidoo, and I reached down to the ripcord and I pulled, and she started on the very first pull. And that's just incredibly satisfying. I love the fact that, both of my sleds fired right up, no hesitation, no problem, no massive clouds of smoke or anything. Just started and they were happy and ready to go. Another sign that you know that the sledding season is coming is that your YouTube channel, I'm assuming most of you guys have, some sort of a YouTube channel that you follow, all the sled videos have started to show up again. And for me, that's dramatic, because I subscribe to a pile of sled videos. And over the course of just like the last 10 days, suddenly my daily feed has been just full of sled videos. Most of it is from March and April last year. Clearly videos guys were shooting and putting together so that they'd have content for early this season. But it's just so incredibly refreshing to start seeing all the fun stuff come out. And I have to admit, probably my favorite video so far was the sled lift challenge that Muskoka Freerider put out. I got a total kick out of that. And on the forums, lots of people have been posting little video clips of You know, them trying to reach down with one arm and lift the back end of their sled up in the air like Matt did. If you don't follow Muskoka Freerider, you ought to. It's a lot of fun. He spent a lot of time this summer carbonizing one of his sleds and making it just as light as humanly possible, to the point that he could reach down with one arm, grab the tail end of the sled, and lift it straight up into the air. I dream of having a sled that light at my age. I don't have it yet. I'm not even sure I could lift the back end of my sled all the way up into the air with both arms, but I do need to give it a try. Nonetheless, it was awfully fun to see it on TV on YouTube. So at the beginning, I said today's topic was unrelenting enthusiasm. And I think that's really how I'm looking at this upcoming season. I'm genuinely excited. I think we're going to have good snow. I think we're going to have good weather. I think all you guys that come out to ride in our little corner of paradise are probably in for a really enjoyable visit. Some of you will come out for several visits. More power to you. I've noticed that the channel following on Facebook is growing here in Idaho. Big surprise to me. Did not expect that coming, but I'm starting to see more and more Idaho residents. They're following this channel. Maybe they're just looking for weather updates for their local mountains. More power to you guys. I'll do my very best to keep everybody fully informed of what's going on in West and Island Park and the Tetons in general. That's the backyard that I like to play in the most. So the question I have for you guys is whether or not you're excited. Are you looking forward to this year? I've had a lot of people start writing me, asking for information about coming out, planning their trips. You know, when should I be thinking about coming? When's it too early? When's it too late? You know, and those are questions that are, you know, you can guesstimate within a couple of weeks, but in general, from the middle of December on, you're probably golden. From Christmas forward, you're absolutely rock solid. There's no doubt about that. You'll be fine. But is this going to be a great year for you? Is this going to be a year that, you know, really stands out when you look back on it after time? My goal this year is to get out for 30 days. I got 21 days last year, which for me was a great year, 21 days on the mountain. And I'm going to try to go for 30 days on the mountain this year. If I can get out twice a week for 16 weeks, you know, I'll hit my goal. And that would be pretty stupendous for me. If I get a couple of weeks here and there that are 3 ride weeks, that would be just amazing. But I'm really expecting this is going to be a really good year. I'm incredibly optimistic. I'm very enthusiastic. I love seeing all the new product videos that are coming out and the rollouts of all the new goodies. As more and more content comes out on Facebook and Instagram and, you know, Snapchat and YouTube, I get more and more excited. I'll be really honest. I look forward to this my entire year. There's nothing that gets my heart going more, besides the cardio every morning, than thinking about, you know, going riding and some of the awesome times we're going to have. I mentioned I went up to Island Park. I was going to try to get that video of you guys, or for you guys, of Mount Jefferson with all the snow on it. Oh, come on, puppies. Ugh. My walking companions. A blessing and a curse. Love my dogs. Love my dogs. I went up to Island Park to get that video for you guys. And I ended up going to Mesa Falls. And I took my drone with me. So it was my first time flying the drone really over water, especially over the falls. One of the most harrowing things I've ever done in my life. I was scared to freaking death as I launched that drone over the falls, and it got caught in the turbulence and it got caught in that massive mist cloud. But I was out there probably 10, 15 minutes, got what I thought was going to be some great video. Place was packed, crawling with people and kids. And I brought the drone back in and I landed it, and I reached out and I shut the drone down before I turned the camera off. Got home, had no video whatsoever, not one stinking second of video. So the best laid plans of mice and men. I was very nervous because the drone was bobbing up and down and sideways, and I have to admit, now that I think about it, come winter, I don't know if that's going to be flyable. I was really looking forward to sending the drone out there and getting some amazing video this winter, but I'm worried that with all the mist that comes off of the falls, that the drone's going to freeze. That I'm going to get ice on the props and she's just going to fall out of the sky right into the water. It was bad enough in spectacular weather. I genuinely wonder that may be a place that's just not flyable in the wintertime. And if so, that's a shame, because I was looking forward to getting some really fun video. I want to put that drone to as much use as I can this winter with you guys. I want to be able to show just how beautiful the places are beyond the reach of my little, iPhone 16. which I ordered and is coming here in the next day or two. I'll have my brand new phone. I am so jazzed about that. Maybe not a big deal for you, but a very big deal for me. It should have significantly better cameras than the one that I'm shooting this on right now, and that for me will be a very big deal. I'm looking forward to giving you guys the best quality product I can. 100% certified, ad-free, no sponsors, no product placements, just you and me having a conversation and trying to be as honest as I possibly can. Well, that's more than enough for today, guys. I'm out walking the dogs, looking around, knowing that winter is coming. Winter is coming soon. And I am so jazzed. So looking forward to it. Unrelenting enthusiasm, guys. That's going to be the name of the game for this coming season. Let's get out, let's ride, let's have a fabulous frickin' time, and have a winter for the books. Once again, I'm Christopher from snowwest.com. We'll see you on the forums.